tonight's entertainment.
You ever get the feeling that everything in America is completely fucked up?
Our fathers were models for God. If our fathers failed, what does that tell you about God?
There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
You're listening to the Functioning Drunks podcast, part of the DNA Digital Network.
This is the most disgusting thing I've ever drank. I doubt that very much, Playboy.
365 days ago, my life changed for the second time. It is Lennon Rose's first birthday. 20 years from now, we'll be celebrating with her first beer. Yeah, right. It'll be her first beer on her 21st birthday. This is the Functioning Drunks podcast, episode number 38. AJ!
Dennis!
You are back!
I'm back. How you been, man?
Oh, god damn, I missed you. I did the show last week all by myself.
You did a damn good job, too, I must say. And so did everybody else who called in. I had laughed my ass off.
Yeah, there's some really good calls, and I appreciate that immensely from those three fine, two gents and a, what do you call a lady?
Lady?
Gentle woman? Ooh, someone just jumped into the chat room on Facebook. Can you guess who it is?
Jen?
Patreon Jen is in the chat room. I'm hyped.
Hey, Jen.
I'm hyped. I had 2 weeks off. I missed it. You know, that was the first week we've missed in probably like 3 months.
Yeah, and I did record something with just Tom, but it just wasn't. Didn't have that. Yeah.
Wasn't up to the standards.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll put it in at some point. Maybe we'll just put it. Maybe we'll just put it on our Patreon page.
Yeah, I was thinking. We were talking about earlier. Maybe we'll just throw. Maybe 20 minutes with Tom will be a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, I think he can be on sometimes.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I think we're gonna actually maybe talk to Tom tonight.
Tonight, awesome.
Yeah,
sounds good.
I texted him while you had your computer issues, and he says that he is absolutely waxed.
Okay.
So
I have the ability now to make phone calls on Skype. So if you want to pass me his phone number, I can call through there. Okay. And that way, it'll be better audio, I think, for the listeners.
Okay.
I know one in particular woman would like 20 minutes with Tom, and she wanted to know how to get that. So
I figure we'd ask the source.
We'll ask the source. While you do that, I will, I'll throw out our information. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram by typing in FD Podcast 69. Our website is functioningdrunks.com, and we are part of the DNA Digital Network, and you can find the DNA Digital Network on your bed sheets and at dnadigitalnetwork.com. Some shout-outs tonight. There's quite a few because I'm in a very festive and giving mood. I'm a giver tonight. Shout-outs to Bumwine Bob, Randy from the Miserable Retail Slave Show. He's the dude that his dick is now small because of us. Cooter and Minx. Minx, who has agreed to attend the 2018 Podcast High Prom with me, AJ. She has agreed that she will attend the prom with me. However, being that we're both poor as fuck and have no nice clothes, she'll be going as the dead painter Bob Ross, and I'll be dressing up as the dead landlord Mr. Furley. Shoutouts also include Mole Man Show,
Evening any of that.
Evening Booze Hour. You're going to laugh later when you hear it, though. Evening Booze Hour, Bob and Bob from the Two Bob Show. That rhymes. Angela Belcamino, who is easily the kindest soul that I've ever met on social media, and not hard to look at in the eyes either. On the eyes, I should say. Let's see here. Who else do we want to say thanks and hello to tonight? Let's say hi to David, the producer, and the Fat Pod, the new show from Ember and her husband that begins in March. Also, shout-outs to our new friends at the Dan and Cody podcast, Casey Gunn, The Mike Jolich Show, and the Broadcast Podcast. And finally, of course, Patreon Jen, who actually provided content for our show tonight, which made our life a lot easier. If you're listening to the show live and you want to participate in the show, you can dial 1-989-488-6283 or hashtag drunk38.
38?
Yeah, because it's episode 38.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
I'm quick and smart.
So if they want to know when we go live, because it is at random times, where would they go for that?
Best place is the Twitter.
Okay.
Or the Twatter. And our live stream actually automatically goes right to Twitter as well.
Okay.
And I can tell you, if there's anybody watching, this is usually a real punch in the nutsack. So I try not to pay attention to it, but we'll do it anyways. Let's see if there's anybody listening, and if there is, God bless you. It doesn't look like anyone's listening right now.
Yeah, it's cool. We are only like a year into this. When's our year anniversary?
That's a good question. I think it's sometime in April.
Okay.
I think it was a week after my birthday. Or maybe a week before my birthday.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So, you went on vacation last week for like a day.
Yeah. Yeah, it was my aunt's 70th birthday, and so we drove 16 hours, went to a party, hung out for a day, and drove 16
Didn't get
hours
laid, but
back.
got into a fight?
It
ain't no big thing.
I got laid.
Damn!
Yeah,
I did too.
Did you?
Yeah. This portion of the program is sponsored by Pornhub.
Right. Yeah. Keeping me happy.
Keeping me happy since August 26th. Yeah, I didn't realize that you had gone on vacation. I thought you were just
I thought I told
taking
you that.
a week off. No, you just said that you're going to be really busy for the week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I really did mean to call you, and then, it's just a whirlwind of stuff. And, we're driving, drove all the way down myself and drove all the way back myself, and just, I don't know, Melissa woke up, she never wakes up early. She woke up really early, wanted to see went down to Charleston, South Carolina, so she wanted to see around there and stuff. So it was just, I did try to, like, pregame, sort of, and like I said, try to do one with Tom. Tom says he's going to call us.
Give him the phone number that I put out then.
What is?
It's 989-488-6283. And that way, he'll be on Skype with us.
989-4...
488-6283.
6283. Yeah, we had such a roll, and now I slowed down to ask you the phone number. But
no, it's okay. We start slow and we end vigorously.
Right.
Panting and begging for more and begging it to stop at the same time. It's really strange. Right. It's a really strange phenomenon.
Tom's calling because, as you said, Patreon Jen was nice enough to give us some questions, which some of them are very hard. I don't know if you want to start with those tonight, and then work the other ones later. I'm
game for anything. We can start with her questions. So this portion of the program sponsored or brought to you by Patreon Jen. She's not only a fabulous Patreon supporter of the show, which we are also in the background creating T-shirt ideas as we speak, and she will be given a free T-shirt. I think we should give her a free T-shirt for all the things that she's done for us.
At least a free T-shirt.
At least a free T-shirt. More if, for some reason, she finds herself single down the road. We got a phone call coming in, and we're going to add that to the call. Hello? Are you there? Caller, are you there?
Caller is here.
Hey,
Tom!
voice.
Who is there?
Ow! Are you trashed, buddy?
Well, actually, yes. And I'm not going to fucking apologize for that. So
That's okay.
Suck a big fat toe.
You know what? I need to apologize to you for not being trashed with you.
I'm sorry. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and you're fucking not trashed. Singing Billy Joel, "Eat My Ass."
I'm not familiar with that song out of his repertoire, but
Take that, Billy Joel.
now I can.
Well, he's actually on my Pandora right now, so.
Now I
I
can.
used to own. I'm sorry, what?
All I can picture now is Christy Brinkley going down on his asshole looking for his butt cherry.
See, with that whole situation, I think there was some money exchange, and nobody really
Oh, there
saw
was-
anyone's butthole.
There was definitely
It's
money
kinda like-
exchanged.
I mean, there's certain situations in life where, you know what, you just want to appear to be normal and okay. So you pay somebody that's not going to discuss those facts you like stuff up your butt. What? Why is suddenly I'm the only one talking? What the fuck?
We're listening to you. The normal way of conversation,
No,
Tom,
don't
is
even
one
do
person
that.
talks, the other people listen, and then they jump in with their own thoughts
Ew,
and ideas.
No. Because you do realize that, you know, I've been all on my own all day, and suddenly I'm like, woo! And I smoked a little bit too, so, hey, we like a little organic. So I was going to grill today.
It wasn't a bad day out
And
today.
It was not a bad day. And you know what? I made the most amazing chicken that I was going to grill with the veggies, but the chicken was so good, I ate the motherfucker and didn't even get to the fucking veggies.
That's my life for the past 40 years, brother.
Chicken?
Chicken and no
Just get the
veggies.
Chicken.
No veggies. The chicken's so good, you don't need those veggies.
Oh, but it makes some good veggies.
But let's be honest.
Oh,
Let's be honest. Is it really surprising to hear that Tom went for the meat and not the grass? Come on.
No, that's not surprising. However, you do realize I'm pretty much a vegetable, and it's very tasty. Come on.
No, Tom.
Wow.
I was implying that the chicken was a penis, and the vegetables.
Yeah, I know you were.
A pussy.
I shit. I know what you're doing. I was totally avoiding that.
Oh, my
Because
bad.
that always seems to be the topic. It's like, oh, penis jokes. Fuck off. Whatever.
So you don't want to talk about that tonight. We want to skirt that, and we'll just talk about. Hey, do you know what a Bitcoin is?
A DickCoin?
No,
A
no.
Bitcoin.
I don't even know what you're saying. You're a whore.
Okay.
Never mind
How
then.
about this? How about this? Let's move on to the next one. So this is from our Patreon Jen, our one and only Patreon. But she says, best years of your life. She has a story. My mother-in-law recently told my stepson to make the best of his senior year because she quotes, "These are the best times of your life." Jen says, I do not agree. Am I the only one? Do people really think that high school is the best years of their life? She said,
God.
I'm going to go with 35. That seems to be where the best years of my life started. What
Oh
are
my God.
the best years of your life, Tom?
About 32, 35. Yeah, about there. you stop stumbling and falling into your own bullshit, and suddenly had an income, and you weren't putting up with people's bullshit, but you were getting tail all the time,
Right.
without any of the constricting relationship bullshit. But, yeah, 32 to 35.
I think that was a good time in my life, but I think that maybe the future has some good things to come as well. Like, maybe being able to kind of retire and do kind of what I want to do. I think the good is...
Well, absolutely. And here's the deal, is that as raw as life is raw, and we try not to make it, as harsh as it really is. We candy coat it with Easter and Christmas and fucking bullshit, but it's raw, and I'm going to enjoy every moment of it the way I choose to. And and like you, sailing, me, perhaps picking up another paintbrush and painting.
Oh, come on.
Alcohol.
You got to do it, man. Tom's a really good painter.
Is he really?
And,
Is he for
yeah.
real? I didn't know that.
For real. But
Like,
he's too busy hanging out with Billy Joel, I guess. That's funny, right? You were watching Pornhub. Tom's at home with Billy Joel on his TV.
Hey, I've always said that I should be doing a lot more with my life. I didn't realize that Tom was a world-class painter and hanging out with the likes of one Billy Joel.
on his Pandora.
On his Pandora.
Right.
So now I can see Tom sitting in front of his easel with "I didn't start the fire" blaring in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, that's a genius background.
Now,
Thanks.
I would like to go on to say that I think that high school was one of the most awkward, worst times of my life. I had some friends in school, but from when I got out of school, I'd say 25, around there was a good time of my life too. Just finally getting a job and getting going and like starting a band and all these different things that, there's to me, there's chapters. There's people I used to hang out with and I don't anymore. And a lot of them went to jail or something. And I somehow didn't because I was busy in my job and things. But, but high school, like I didn't say shit to anybody. And people saw me later as the front man of a metal band. And they're like, what the fuck, man? Like you never said anything. And now look at you. So I think high school, you learn just enough stuff to be able to finally be in the school world. And there's like a big step. You have to leave that, you have no more bus, no more mommy getting you up kind of thing. And you got to go out and do something. And to me, that was like, I kind of already had a job before I, graduated, but where am I going? Like you're kind of like kicked out of the nest in a way. So
here's a trip. Shocker to everyone. I was lead in the production of whatever the fuck it was my senior year.
Never heard of that play before.
How was that? Yeah, I know. Seriously. And it was in the yearbook that I never bought. Didn't give two fucks about that.
So why did you, I'm going to guess that you weren't really a big, no, I'm not saying, when I say this, I'm not saying that you're not an intelligent man, but I'm going to guess that you probably didn't really care about school. So why did you enter?
Well, here was a deal with school. I was so bored.
Yeah.
And we could go back and do some therapy that goes back to elementary school, but we won't. Not tonight. One time, maybe one-on-one, but not.
I'm not going to go to your house by myself, Tom.
No. That's not what I'm saying, you fucking ass crack licking motherfucker. Now you distracted me and
Because of my ass
conversation.
crack licking
All he
skills?
can do is say obscenities to you now.
Jesus, yes, that's really all you get. Damn, dude.
No, seriously though. Why did you join the play then?
Because I'm fabulous.
Well,
Dang.
Yeah.
Shoot.
But
I
I'm
mean,
guessing that you were probably one of those.
um,
You probably were, if you're like me, kind of just wanted to disappear in the crowd, right?
Nope.
No,
Totally opposite.
really.
Oh, child. I was the one to stand out and go, Shazam! I am Hercules. I am Wonder Woman. I just had that surgery, addictomy. Woo! Just saying.
No, that's amazing. I get that you don't want to talk about the gay thing tonight, but I'm assuming were you out in high school?
Yes, and here's a weird thing, is that I had a boyfriend in high school, and my parents would, when I didn't want him to spend the night, my parents would allow him to spend the night.
Suck that dick, Tom. This is punishment.
Yeah. It's like, you're a queer? Well,
Well, then you're
give
going to
me
be
up the
queer
butt,
all night.
Which,
But so you're
hey.
So I guess this is why I'm asking this, is because back then it wasn't as okay to be gay then as it is now. Now today, I mean, we can change our mind every other minute and say, "Yep, gay today,
Well, sure.
not tomorrow."
I'm pansexual. I love everything. But yeah, back then
Is that how you would
was,
describe yourself, as pansexual?
Well, I'm pan. I'm pan.
Oh,
I love
pan.
everything. I love everyone.
Okay.
I want to hump a mushroom. I don't know, pan. Anyway,
I do too.
you're listening to me. Or are you gonna fucking talk over me, you little whore?
No, he said that we're supposed to all talk at the same time. Now I am, and now I get called, what did you just call me?
Little whore.
Little whore. I'm
whore.
a big whore.
Which is fine. You're gonna have to do a whole lot of editing up
Nope,
of
we
this
don't edit.
motherfucker.
We do not edit.
Yeah, we don't edit anything.
Oh, you don't? Damn. Well,
Oh, we edit.
all
No, I
right.
take that back. We
You
edit
should
one
have
thing, and Dennis knows what that is. He's not allowed to do it.
Yep. Yeah.
But luckily we're live now, so he can't.
Oh, cool.
You just loaded a fucking gun.
You could have told me that.
Oh, it's
Nobody's
just Jen.
listening. Nobody's listening.
Oh, I don't even know what that means, but hey, by the way, I was thinking of Melissa and AJ today, and I bought Guinness
Nice.
as I was going to, and whoever those fuckers are, and I was going to roast some veggies and kind of got to a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and went, you know what? I'm good.
It's supposed to be really nice tomorrow too, so you might be able to do it then.
Yeah, maybe it was your
I
subconscious
could do it
telling
fucking
you.
right now. I mean, it's
Oh,
not like
it's-
it's snowing,
Probably shouldn't play with
Right.
fire.
but
right
I'm
now.
not going to.
Yeah. Probably should.
Someone should come over and prep my veggies and stop talking over me.
God damn it.
God, what?
Yeah, whenever you're just as a, I can't hear you, Dennis. Sometimes when Tom's talking,
Really? Can you hear me now?
no, I can hear you. I just can't hear you over that little. I heard that. So let's back up a little bit. So Tom, you were good in school, or you were just there to be like the class clown and be front man on the stage, or did you do well with the whole curriculum stuff too?
Wow. During high school, yes, class clown, front man on stage, and bored. I was so bored with it. And I took college classes and accelerated. I was focused and realized, oh my God, I can add. I do know shit. What? Okay, we're done tapping out.
Yeah.
We're good. You know,
That's
I was trying to be a pilot. Too tall. Too high.
Really?
Too drunk.
Drunk. That doesn't stop anybody
That
from being
was-
a pilot.
That was my biggest thing in school too. Like you said, they teach you something, and then it was never enough. You have pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of doing the same damn thing. And finally, a new
Right.
semester, they might teach you something else that may contradict what you just learned. But either way, it was just the repetitiveness. It just got to me so bad. And
Yeah. I mean,
just didn't care.
It was. Excuse me, I burped. Apologize. I
Don't do
read the
that.
dictionary. Because I was bored enough in school. I'm like, okay, you're trying to teach me something. No, dictionary seems to know everything. Let's motherfucking read that shit. That was like
That thing too.
1983.
I was
1983 was before technology.
I was also like Tom, the considered the class clown, the funny guy, but I did it for an opposite reason. I did it to deflect any kind of negative attention on me. As long as I was making people laugh, then they wouldn't be able to point out my differences or my weaknesses. So I took humor as a way to control people.
Yeah.
And I as well. I mean, shocker, I was like called a fag most of my whole life. A fag.
Right.
Fag. In a way that was just wrong and brutal. And I'm surprised I never had my ass kicked. But, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Different.
surprised too. I mean, not because you needed it, but because that was just the mentality of society
seriously
at that
was.
time.
You know, for whatever
Look at you're
reason.
big.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
You're a fag, but
Sweet
you're
baby Jesus.
pretty big. So
You're also lucky that almost like half the nation of men are actually closet fags themselves, and they just don't want to admit it.
Well, I've had a few. Not gonna lie.
I didn't come because I liked it. I just came because you were touching me, man.
Right. Oh my God. I was thinking about my mother, my father, my brother. Oh God.
Those are all guys, dude.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
So this is going well.
Okay, this is great.
Yeah.
This is great.
I think it brings us on to our next question, the big one of the night, the one that I've been waiting to hear the answer to ever since we got this email.
Let me see if she's still in the room. I think she's still here. Jen, if you're still listening, type yes in the chat room.
Over and over.
Over and over, and then I will pretend that things are going on.
Tom's opening another beer.
You drinking a Hams tonight?
I'm drinking Guinness and hams. And I've smoked weed. So.
Drinking Guinness and chasing it with hams,
Yeah.
and then token.
Yeah.
Jen is in the room.
You're all welcome.
You're all welcome. Jen is in the room, so go for it.
Okay,
Hey,
so
Jen.
the next question she had is, how much money do I have to pay to get 20 minutes with Tom?
Now, before you answer that, Tom, we have no idea what her plans are for you. We don't know if she plans on strapping one on and taking it downtown, or if she just wants to hear you talk.
Or maybe since Queer Eye for the Straight Guy is back, maybe she wants you to pick out some colors for her house. Yeah,
we did see her basement that one time, and it does need some redecorating.
Okay. Here's the deal. How about if she donates $75 to an animal shelter?
Oh, okay.
And she just hangs out here with me for an afternoon on a warm day and has a cocktail.
And some chicken, huh?
I got nervous when he said cock.
Yeah,
Real nervous. She's a married lady. She is a married lady and very nice as that. Or something.
Oh, no, I'd love nothing more, and I'm sure she would. And she can bring her husband. We can hang out.
You know
have
what?
Cocktails.
I think this needs to happen.
We might get a little naughty.
I need this to happen. I need Jen and her husband to go have dinner with Tom. We record it. We videotape that.
I didn't say dinner. No.
You did too. You said a cocktail, and I assumed there was dinner involved.
I said cocktails. Cocktails
I
does
said
not
cocktails.
equate dinner.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, you are such a high maintenance queer. Jeez.
Tom doesn't usually
Straight
eat
dude.
when he entertains.
Oh, he ate
doesn't
the other night.
Yeah, if you want dinner, you're getting 2 olives and
and an ice cube.
Don't fall in the yard.
No, I did talk him into getting some bar nuts finally. He has a bar. I'm like, you know what? This bar sucks. It needs some peanuts or something. So
I know. I need to get more nuts. I do apologize, sis. I've been eating your nuts thoroughly.
I'm going to be bringing popcorn. When I was down in South Carolina, my uncle gave me 108 bags of microwavable
Jesus
popcorn.
Christ.
So
That is
helped,
crazy.
Tom,
if I Boy Scouts.
If I donate $25 of my own money, and I'm a poor fuck, if I donate $25 to an animal shelter, will that be enough to get you to have cocktails with Jennifer and her husband? And we record it for Patreon.
Okay. Sure. I'm not sure where we're going with this, but
I don't either.
You know,
but I like it.
Here's the deal. So should I start out my morning? Let's pick a day. I have to have like 2 days in a row, usually the weekends. And should I start out my day sober, or should I just start drinking beer with my coffee?
Do that.
Well, there obviously is going to be some planning to do. Let me ask.
Get right sloppy, Tom. That's what I think. I think the best way to meet you is sloppy Tom.
Oh, well, here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are, because I started drinking beer with my fucking coffee today.
Here's what I think we need to do.
I drink coffee with my tears, or tears with my coffee.
I think that we...
fuck your tears. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why is Tom being so mean to me tonight, AJ?
Well, you've
He
brought
usually
it
loves me.
You've brought it up.
I do love you. It's tough love, honey.
Don't you know I'm going through a tough breakup?
Oh, no. All right, you and me, Janet, one-on-one. We can't talk about this right now.
The tough breakup has been like 6 months now. You would think I'd be over it by it. Over.
You would think. That's why I was just kind of going off on our own. And it won't be a rough touch of ground. Yeah. You want to know how many rough fucking breakups I've gone through?
Sure.
No, guess.
Oh, okay.
Guess.
So you're 46?
Oh my God, I'm doing a rough chin right on your face right now. Damn, child.
How old? I can't remember. I can't remember ages.
I'm 53.
53. I still can't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
I know, I can't either. Whatever.
So 53, 18, 13,
With the bottle
40.
he drinks, yeah, it's just...
I know. I smoke. I drink.
amazing.
I'm gonna
Well,
guess.
maybe it's
I'm
'cause
gonna
I
guess
don't
that you've had. I'm gonna guess that you've had real breakups, like real heartbreak. Oh my God, heartbreaks. 6.
Damn. Wow. No. 2.
2? Oh, okay. I guess my heart's a little bit weaker than your heart then. Whatever, man. Whatever.
Well, you do realize you have to get to a certain point in your life where you just go, you know what? Ooh, Teflon, bam, Barracuda, olive oil. You're sliding off. Fuck off.
Wow.
But
That was a lot of things that didn't make any sense together, but in some way, very poetic.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Painted a picture right there.
Painted a real picture. And for some reason, I want Olive Garden now.
Yeah.
And I want tuna.
Nope, never want tuna.
Tuna.
I've never wanted
I
tuna.
want the blackened tuna.
I've never woke up and said, you know what? I'm going to have some tuna today.
I want sushi.
Nope, never said that either. So
Wow.
poor man's tuna would be what? Fish sticks uncooked?
Oh,
Oh,
chicken
no.
of the sea in a can, dude.
Yeah, probably just. You never eat tuna
Yeah.
out of a can?
I've never ate tuna
Tuna
in my
noodle
life.
doodah. Tuna noodle
I think what we need to
doodah.
do, I think the next podcast should be, and I've been saying this for years.
We've only been on the
even
air
thought
for about a year.
podcasts. No,
Oh.
ever since I've known Tom, he's always wanted a hot tub, and I said we needed to have a show called Tubbing with Tom, where we just go over to
Oh,
Tom's house in
Okay.
his hot tub,
Uh-huh.
and we invite over random people, and we just like have a conversation, some
And
cocktails.
and each
see
one
what
jumps in
happens.
for an
Oh my
interview for a little bit and then jumps
Yeah,
out.
you gotta get in the tub, and you tub with Tom for the day or whatever, and you
That's
get
gotta
the
be a-
highlights of it.
That's got to definitely be
then
a
20
video.
minutes.
A video.
20 minutes with Tom in the 20 minutes with Tom in the tub. 20 minutes with Tom in the tub. 20
Tub in the
minutes with
tub.
Tom in the tub. All day? No. Y'all know that's never going to happen.
You can do it.
You get 20 minutes.
You can tub all day. I'm pretty sure.
No.
So yeah, I've
No.
been looking, trying to get Tom a hot tub. I gotta.
But all day? Dude, what are you talking,
No.
like 13 hours? No. No.
No. Just how about a good 2-hour session?
Whoa, that's pushing it, but that's okay. You know,
Yeah.
get a nice soapy finger and we'll talk.
Oh right, yeah. So
But yes,
we are going to. Jenna's going to come out on the boat with us, and so we haven't really worked that out yet. How we're going to go about doing that, but maybe you should come along with that too. I don't know where we're going, how we're getting there. We are looking at. I haven't made it official yet, but we are looking at Tawas now instead of way up north. Because of our last discussion, Tom, I think the state dock in Tawas is kind of what we're going for.
you're still bugging me.
Yeah. Who else would I be talking to?
Well,
Dennis left. He came back, but he left for a minute.
Oh, he did? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to piss.
Well, I thought you were still talking to him.
I didn't know we were going to acknowledge. I didn't know we were going to acknowledge that.
Tom, I was talking to you the whole time. You should come with us on, what are we calling it? Podcast Palooza?
Pod. Did we ever come up with an actual Pod Palooza, PodCon? PodCon.
That's what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, you guys are dorks. No. No.
Tom,
Yeah,
when
no.
when you start cashing $100 checks, you're not going to say we're dorks.
Oh, I can.
You know
I
what
will
we
do
should
it.
do? We should get a GoFundMe for Tom's hot tub.
Yeah, we should.
Mm.
Except for, the only
Oh,
person that would
my.
participate is Patreon Jen, and she'd probably pull our funds. And let me be honest, this show's going to end if we don't have any more money soon.
So we need to do a podcast. That'll be like when you click on it, be like, what? Buy this 50-year-old man a hot tub for why? And then you listen to him
Right.
talk. You're like, fuck yeah,
I'm in.
Chicken. Do you want chicken parmesan?
Take
Damn.
money.
Cook the skin off that motherfucker, bitch.
Honey, give me the credit card. This guy's hilarious.
Oh my God.
I don't
Hey,
even care that he's a faggot and pissing on the image of Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
Oh my God. I visioned you in drag. That was hilarious. Thank
because
you.
I'm actually in drag.
However, I'm standing outside. It is actually very nice.
Supposed to be even nicer tomorrow. It's going to be damn near 50 tomorrow.
Get out of here.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's supposed to be warmer at midnight than it was at 7 o'clock today.
The winters aren't really that
Ooh, I
bad for me
believe
because I
that.
don't go outside.
Somebody just pulled into my yard.
Oh, God, I hope it's
Oh,
Nicole.
no.
Oh,
Get
God,
the
I hope
gun.
it's drunk Nicole. Oh, God.
No, I think it's forgot. It's my
Drunk Devin.
Gage. It's my son.
Mm.
Hopefully he's not drunk. He could be high. He was at a party
It
with
could be
friends.
hot.
Do we have
Who knows?
drunk Nicole's phone number by chance?
No.
Damn it.
Didn't I have her number?
You know, I've always said that. Tom would have been, if we had known each other sooner, we could have been the best fucking wingman for each other. You know what I mean?
Oh, seriously.
We could have got
Wicked bad.
so much tail. All the girls would have been talking to you, and I had no problem going up talking to other dudes and be like, "Oh, what about my friend?" You'd be like, "What about my friend?" I'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, my friend. Well, let's meet up in the middle. And then he's like, high five. Going,
Yeah.
bam! Look what we did.
Yeah.
We destroyed some marriages.
Yeah.
Those
Like,
marriages
I
would have
hadn't-
destroyed themselves anyways, so whatever.
Wow. Yep, I'm still standing outside, high as a kite.
I can see
He's
Tom
fucking
on
off?
Tom's on his porch, and he's rubbing his nipples, and he's like,
Nope. No, I'm holding the phone and sucking a butt.
Sucking a bud. Or butt. Sucking a butt.
Sucking the butt. Sucking the butt. Sucking the butt. Oh,
Tobacco joint? Followed by a marijuana cigarette.
Can I get
Yeah,
some of
I
those
got-
marijuanas?
My Indian joint. My Indian joint showed.
I got glaucoma. It's legal now. Oh, I can see fine.
You know, I mean, I don't know if FCC or whoever the fuck is listening to this shit, but the bag of weed I've had for 2 years.
2 years? That must have been a big fucking bag. You get that at Costco, bitch?
Well, it was. I didn't scrimp when I bought it. But, yeah, I've had to put carrots in there, and I've had to put apples in there.
I don't know
For
what's,
what?
I don't know what's going on
It got
now.
a little dry. It got a little dry and a little harsh. To where you
So you-
smoke it and you're like, Jesus.
So
Christ,
you
medicate naturally.
so you put different fruits in it? Why different fruits? I've never
Well,
heard this
it's-
before.
That's
Duh,
what
it's
different
potpourri.
Okay. Stop talking. You two are fucking pissing me
Come
off.
on, that was
Actually
funny.
not, but-
Potpourri.
Yeah, it's for moistening your herbs. It's not for flavor. It's not
Okay.
for health benefits. That would be ridiculous.
You mean your pancreatic cancer's not gone?
Shoot. You know what? We're all going to die of it. You might as well just keep doing what you're doing.
So weed's not legal in Michigan yet for medical reasons?
I don't even know what you're saying. I just buy it from a dealer. And
You wanna give his name out on the air?
Nope.
You were supposed to
If
say,
you two are looking
Yo,
for
mama!
marijuana, give
This portion of the
such and
conversation is sponsored by Drug Dealer Bob. He doesn't have a phone, but you get him on a pager, 331-7.
Pager? Who has a pager nowadays?
Drug Dealer
They
Bob.
Email me. Damn, I haven't delivered. Fuck.
Email.
I have Hulu
You can get him on
delivered.
email at chronic.gmail.com.
Or Uber.
You know
Oh
what?
my god, I need to go
He
now.
has an app now. You can just put in your order and they deliver. You can...
I always
Yes.
Uber. I always piss off Coney Connection in the morning when I call. I always say, "Yeah, I need an Uber," and she's like, "How can I help you?"
And you're like, "It's me. I'm the guy that always calls for the Uber."
I'm calling for the Uber again, and she's like, "It's not Uber," and I'm like, "I just don't want to feel like a fucking loser, okay? Just call it Uber."
When I say Uber, you know my address.
Yeah, you know who it is. It's
I'm
that
the dude
fat
in the
fuck.
trailer park.
It's that fat fuck at the trailer park. Please be more specific. I have all my teeth. Oh, hi, Dennis.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a rarity, isn't it?
Yeah. I can still chew my food.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it, Tom. I'm glad that you're on the show tonight. You're making me laugh. AJ took the week off last week. I should have just had you come on. We should have done the podcast by ourselves.
You know, I mentioned that.
You did mention that?
Yeah,
Oh,
mentioned all kinds of things.
Oh, well, I fucking drink a lot, and,
You don't listen.
yeah, I don't fucking listen to anybody. I've been told that many times in my lifetime.
You know, just one of your many wives or girlfriends.
Yep. He definitely just choked up, didn't he? He's all fucking laughy now.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're not
now
that
he's
funny.
gone.
I don't know what his
I
problem
think he just
is.
hung up. Yep, he's gone. All right. I hope he didn't
Okay.
fall. I hope he didn't fall.
Yeah, probably not. But no, maybe he probably did. He does fall. He's one of those guys when he gets drinking, he's like a weeble wobble. He's like all over the room. He doesn't usually tip over too often, but he will. He has ran into a bunch of my shit and kind of knocked things over.
I wonder what got him, though. I wonder what hit him really hard that he started the giggling fit.
He does that, man. He
Yeah.
just can't help.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, no one asked me, but my best years, I think I agree with you, AJ.
Excuse me. Nobody fucking cares.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Okay. No, go ahead. We might as well. I don't know what else to talk about.
I think I agree with you on the fact that we live in chapters, and there's been many times when I've like sat at the house and thought, you know what, this used to be something that was really important to me, and now I haven't done it in like 20 years or 15 years or 5 years. That's weird because now I don't even give a shit about it, and it's kind of weird that I even did it in the first place.
Or like things that you thought were super, kind of
Yeah.
like the same thing where you had these certain views and now you realize you've been
Yeah,
lied to your whole life or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's a serious topic there that we could talk about, but probably not on this show. Maybe down the road when we're sober and shit. But my mentality has changed a great deal over the last probably 20 years, 15 years. And a lot has to do with Kristen and things that we've discussed and the way she showed me the world a little bit. And it's weird to say that because she's so much younger than me, but she showed me a side of the world that at some point I lost perspective on, and I just let the world jade me a little bit. But yeah, it's interesting how 20 years ago this show would have been entirely different, and you would have had to been editing a lot of stuff if you know what I mean, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. And so yeah, it's I don't think I've ever had a period of life where I look at it as the best years of my life. I've had great times in my life, and I've had moments that I would really like to go back and live again. But would I want to be 15 again? No. Would I want to be 20 again? No. Would I want to be 25 again? No. I'm happy where I'm at because even though my life took a fucking sideways ride 6 months ago, I'm still very lucky in the fact that I have 2 beautiful daughters that love me, and for some reason I'm still kicking. I still feel healthy. I'm still happy. I still have a mental state that provides me an opportunity to see that there's a great future ahead. I have this podcast that brings me a lot of joy, and it'll be interesting in 10 years if I look upon this and say, man, I used to do a podcast, and that was weird. I don't know why I did that.
I think it's going to be funny to listen to it later, like you said, in 10 years and be like, oh, my God, is it going to be cooler? Like, some of the music I've written, I listen to it now, and I'm like, man, what the hell is I talking about? You know?
I don't know if I ever told you this, but I have for the people that are new to the podcast, I used to write. I still write, but I used to publish and share my writing a lot. And I have a rule. I have a 6-month rule. After 6 months, I delete everything that people have read. Because, one, why not? It doesn't really matter. It's just words, and I keep writing the same thing over and over and over again anyways. That helps me refine my skill. 2, sometimes it's too pertinent to that moment, and it doesn't carry over to the next level, to the next day, the next week, whatever. And it's kind of embarrassing. It's not embarrassing, but it just doesn't hold the same meaning, which means then it is meaningless. So
right.
Yeah, so
that's what I ran into with the music.
Yeah, so
everything I wrote was super powerful at the time.
At the time,
but now I look back and I'm like, you were just a fool. And the older
you were trying
I
to get
the
your
less I
dick
know
sucked.
about anything. You know,
right?
There's so many things to figure out and learn and change with along the way. And yeah, I'm with you on all of those things.
Yeah. So, Patreon John asked us about Bitcoin, and I asked Tom. We broached it a little bit, but I think he thought I was saying Dick Coin, and I went a little sideways there. So, as I was telling you, I've had some experience with Bitcoin. Oh, and AJ just hung up on me. So I'm going to try to get him back really quickly. Or maybe he had a tornado hit his house. I don't know.
Oh, man, I just clicked the button and you disappeared.
Yeah, you hung up on me. But I acted fast. So, Bitcoin, I've had some experience with it, but I used it to purchase IPTV, illegal streams of broadcast and cable and pay-per-view technology. And I believe they used Bitcoin because it's
forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Tom, what?
I think when I called you back, I called him as well. We'll ignore that.
That's what I tried to do is hang up from his phone call.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I lost you. And now it's still up here, but I won't.
Yeah, it'll go away eventually.
Okay. Go ahead.
But so I think they were using Bitcoin to maybe not protect me so much, but protect themselves for taking payments for that illegal activity. So the fingerprints aren't on the money when you use Bitcoin. Oh, now he's calling back. He probably forgot who we called. Tom?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. So, was that your source of number that just came across my phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you?
Okay. I was sitting on the toilet and kind of thinking about falling asleep there.
Okay. Well, we called because we don't want you to fall asleep on the toilet. We want you to walk to the bed, get nice and tucked in.
Or your couch.
Table, bathtub, but not on the toilet.
Tell you what, Tom, why don't you go lay down right now and we're going to sing you a lullaby.
I'm not going to lay down right now because I don't want to.
He's using his dad voice, Tom.
Nah.
Listen, young man.
He is, but he's
oh, shit. You in trouble, Tom?
Tom, Listen to me.
Tom's always in trouble.
What is your middle name,
Hold on.
first of all?
I'm opening a beer. Yes, sir.
Thomas? What is your middle name?
Anthony.
Okay.
No, that's not his name.
Thomas
Robert.
Anthony, you go to your bed. Robert now? Okay. Thomas Robert, you go to your bed right now and you lay down, young man.
Thomas Anthony made more sense.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
You've had way too much organics in your body, and you must lay down so we can read you a bedtime story about Bitcoin.
Well.
This will put you right to sleep.
Oh no. Oh, I dribbled all over the counter. Hold on. I have beer all over the counter. That's more realistic than a...
Don't worry, the dog will get it. That's what we always say.
You drunk dog.
Because there's little peanuts all over his house, and there's no dog. He's like, oh, the dog will get it. But no, it's Tom with a broom.
Where's the dog? I let the dog out and it never came back. Oh, bitch.
You know, the neighbor has a dog. We could call him over someday and get him drunk and full of peanuts.
Probably. Fucking Labradoodle. Oakley! Oakley! Oh, and I still have no idea what the fuck their names are. So, AJ, this is your mission. You knew I've given this to you several times and to other people. Introduce yourself to these people and let me know what their fucking names are.
I'm terrible with names too, man. So I'll have to be like, as they say, I'll be like, okay, let me write this down. That's just how I do it.
Hey,
well, here's the deal: is that one, it was like coming out of the whole whatever the fuck, and I went over to give him the key because I had a key to the house. And I had been drinking. What? Weird. And I'm like, hey, I'm Tom. Here's your key. And it's like, hey, I'm blah, 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 blah. This is my girlfriend. Blah, 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 blah. This is our daughter. Blah, 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 blah. Hey,
fucking foreigners.
Okay, exactly. You must be from Canada. I have no idea what
all those goddamn vowels. Where's the consonants?
God damn it. So I don't know their names, but I know the dog's name.
They call for it all the time, huh?
Fucking Oakley.
So hey, there. I'm glad Tom's back because there was a story that popped across my computer screen yesterday. New vibrator can reportedly order pizza for you after you orgasm. How bad of an idea is this?
Wait. Don't answer that. First of all, do you sell that at Bed Bath & Beyond?
I probably do.
Hottest seller.
I'm going to have to look that up. So, exactly what is the name of this so I can look it up?
Hold on. I'll click. I'll find out. I'll find that information out for you. But I was thinking about this. If I had a fleshlight that did that, it would be financial ruin.
You think?
How is that?
Do you think it would order pizza, or do you think it'd order you tacos?
It should order tacos. Let's see. The vibrator will be connected to Domino's at first. The company's called Cam Soda.
I don't like Domino's.
I don't either. That's not fucking pizza, if you ask me.
Right.
But I mean, after you've came, you're not thinking straight, anyways. You're like, oh God,
Well, I can tell you that after I have an orgasm, pizza's not the first thing I think about. Usually it's like wiping off and taking a shower.
I usually cry.
Because if it was that good, I'm naughty dirty.
It's adult entertainment company Cam Soda introduced the Rub Grub, an interactive vibrator that orders food after you've done using it for its original purpose.
Can't
Doesn't even
even.
sound real.
It's real, dude. It's on Huffington Post. This is real
Oh,
news.
okay.
We're not playing fake or real.
All right, I'm seeing all the country.
I mean, why is that so hard to believe when they have sneakers that you can just click the button on the shoe and it orders you a pizza?
Oh, see, that's stupid.
That's
why
not
is
real.
it always pizza?
What's that?
Why is it always pizza?
Because pizza is America's food.
America?
Merc.
Actually, I think it was like invented by the Chinese. I'm just gonna go with that.
Scully is on the.
It wasn't Italian. I'm
It's,
just gonna tell you that. I'm gonna be an asshole and just say no.
well,
And I have
honestly,
some
I
country
think
motherfucker on my. Hold on, I'm yelling at my television right now because there's some country motherfucker on here. Oh, and the remote is upside down. It is upside down. Hold on, everyone. There
Hold
we
on,
go.
everyone.
We go. Okay.
Please-
Okay.
anybody listening to this later on a podcast, just pause for a second.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then just
no.
take a couple breaths, and then listen to his struggle. The struggle is real.
If you have the vibrator, go ahead and diddle your vagina or asshole, and then have a pizza afterwards.
Yeah, please, on us.
I
On
didn't know
us,
that was
but not on us. Patreon Jen
been doing
might
that the
pay
whole
though.
fucking
She's very
time.
generous.
God, why are you guys assholes? No. Oh my God, so far. Oh, here we go. Bullshit. You guys did pause me. You guys.
No, it's
do
still
have to-
recording.
Yep,
It's still
Oh,
going.
Jesus
we're
Christ.
live and in charge.
And then there's pregnant pauses, and then just me being.
Just laughing.
Somebody just came by and did my dishes today, motherfucker. So, hey, I did take some curtains down in my kitchen. Shoot. Yeah, the big hoop. Yeah, most people would not understand that, but they were nasty and greasy, and they had to go.
Hey, Tom,
Hey, yeah.
I think we're gonna I don't know how to say it.
Clock
Cut you
out.
off. And we
Okay,
gotta,
bye.
We gotta go. I don't know about your dishes, dude. What else can I say?
Yeah, I knew that what you were trying to tell me, but I was like, I feel more comfortable with you cutting them off.
Yeah, it's awesome with him. Like, there's two things that are really awesome with Tom. Three things. Tom's a good friend. He's been my
he's a
friend
good guy.
for
He's
a
great
long
guy.
time.
He's a great guy.
And like, I can always. The best thing is I can always rely on him to be at his house pretty much drinking beer. So
Right.
unlike you, Dennis, which not taking anything away, but I have to set up time to hang out with you and drink beer. Like Tom, I literally pull in his driveway with a 6-pack, open his door, and he's sitting at his bar at his house. He's got his, yeah.
I would
listening
love
to
I would
music.
love
And
to
so
be that
I
place.
just-
I would love to do
I
that
just
for
walk
you.
in, and he's already been drinking. Like, I'm already late. So-
I would love to be your Tom, but I have kids to provide for, and I haven't.
And the third thing is that if I do somehow offend him, I don't really ever offend him or piss him off. He doesn't remember the next day.
Right.
So
Yeah, I was kind of thinking of just clicking exit off of him, and he
Yeah,
probably
that
wouldn't
would've
even.
been
It would have been mean.
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, see, then I'm glad I didn't do it. But that's what I was gonna do.
Jesus. Well, I think all right, we got to with this Bitcoin thing. We've been trying to bring it up for a while. So
Yeah. So
let's go back to. I think we should say the question, and then if you,
You
can
want-
remember where the hell you were in that story. So Patreon Jen's question was, what is Bitcoin? I've heard about it in the media in different places, but I don't know exactly what it is and why or how it's used. last week, this is kind of funny. Last week I saw an old man with white hair. That could have been a young man.
Could have been.
She's
profiling right now.
Yeah. An old, maybe he was wrinkly. An old man with white hair driving through town in a small, sporty, expensive-looking car with a license plate that said BITC01N, Bitcoin. Sort of looks suspicious, LOL. What's he doing?
What's this motherfucker up to?
I don't know what he's doing, but Bitcoin has been out for a while. Now, the one that you're describing, where you said you used it for evil, more or less.
I don't know if it was evil, but...
What I found out is that you can't just get it. You have to kind of like go through some steps to even get a Bitcoin. And the Bitcoins themselves are like, most people don't even own a coin. They own
it's crypto.
fractions.
It's cryptocurrency. You usually have to purchase it with actual American or actual
whatever
money.
Country.
Yeah, whatever country you're from. So you have to purchase it from another country.
But it's like a shitload of a process to even get it, right?
It's not that hard. I mean, there's banks, I suppose you would call them, that will do it for you. You don't get it immediately. It's not
like a week, right?
No, in my experience, limited as it is, it usually took about half an hour. But I was probably dealing with smaller brokerages, because, like I said, it was only to purchase illegal TV streams.
There is some contradictions to the whole thing too.
Sure.
Oh, before I forget, there is one thing I want to bring up with how much to get 20 minutes with Tom question.
Okay.
Saying it was a prostitution. The guys at work were talking about that it is now $70 for prostitution, and it's funny that Tom picked $75.
So he could have $5 for a Happy Meal.
Yeah, it's right in the ballpark. It sounds like.
That's funny.
When I drove truck for a while, and I was always like, I'd get them knocking on the door. I never did. Have you ever paid for sex?
No, I've not. I think we talked about this the other day. I've always been terrified to do it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that on my record, and I don't want because I think they put it in the newspaper and all that shit too.
Yeah, if it was a cop or something.
Yeah.
And I've heard that cops can even go through with it now and then be like, yeah.
They can actually fuck you and then fuck you?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, first of all, so I think paying for it isn't, it does have moral issues to it.
Sure.
As well, which I don't really know. I can see both sides of it.
Well, I was watching today. I was watching Joe Rogan, okay, and he was talking about the whole Louis C.K. issue with him masturbating in front of girls.
Yeah,
and he brought up a really good point, and it might not be right. It's probably not right, but so the women that he would masturbate in front of, he always asked first. He never just pulled his dick out and started going. He always asked. If they said no, he still did it, but he still asked. Most of them laughed. He never locked the door. And Joe Rogan said it's almost as if he was reverting back to his animalistic past. Because I believe, and I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but I believe that we are apes. That we've transcended from apes to what we are now. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus Christ. I don't believe in heaven, hell. I believe we're animals. I'm not saying that what Louis C.K. did is not wrong. I'm saying that in his mind, he was just doing what came naturally, I guess. I don't know. So
right, the fact that he wasn't holding somebody against their will or anything like that, it's still a really weird thing.
It's a fucking weird thing.
It seems like you'd ask and they say, it's kind of like, you mind if I smoke? And be like, I'd rather you didn't. Be like, oh, okay, then go outside or go to your own room. Not like, you mind if I smoke? And be like, oh no, well the door's open. I'm just gonna smoke anyway.
So, so he would
get just offended by that scenario, you know?
Yeah,
and then the fucker smoked right in front of me.
Fucking smoked blew that goddamn smoke right in my face. Can you believe it? But he would ask them, and they would say yes or no, or I don't think most of them would even answer. They were just like thinking he was a joke. He was joking because he's a comedian.
Yeah.
He's a goddamn comedian. And then he'd
really
pull it out and start stroking. And he said that some of them started laughing. And Joe Rogan said, and he continued to fucking jerk off. That guy's a beast. He's an animal. Because who can jerk off in front of someone who's laughing at them? And
was he probably
that's a great point.
Whole time. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
so
how many times have you stopped fucking a girl when she's crying? Every time. How can you keep a heart on?
Yeah, it's like, oh no, it's cool. I'll just finish somewhere else.
I'll go back to the wherever I came from thing.
I'm just gonna have a shower. I don't think I've ever had crying though.
No,
luckily,
this is the part of the conversation where I to play the clip that says we're just making jokes. We don't mean all the things that we're saying.
Exactly.
Some of it's just for laughter.
This is a comedy show, folks. Now, okay, so back to reality. So I never did, although lots of people around me did. And I did listen to the conversations over the CB once.
Okay.
And it did cross my mind, even though, and then you got to look at truckers, okay?
I don't want to.
Right. Do you want to share something? It's bad enough showering. I never did even shower. I would go out for a week, and I honestly wouldn't shower. I sat in a truck. It was heated. It was cooled. I was good with me. I'd get out. When I was done, I'd go home and have a shower. I really didn't want to get into, because the fucking truck stops are really, really gross. So I also did not want to put my wiener in places that they had theirs as well.
Yeah.
So I did wonder at one point how much it would be for me to just look at them naked and jerk off. And then, to try to do that, be like, okay, first of all, you got to bring it up. You got to negotiate. Right? Be like,
we really need to find out
how much is it.
We really need to.
They're probably used to blowjob, and I'll be like, yeah, I don't want that. They'll be like, oh, really? You want something else? Yeah. Well, you know, what do you call it? Missionary. It's going to be whatever. And be like, no, I don't want that. Be like, well, I'm not doing anal. And be like, no. How much to just like check off on your tits?
We really need to. We need to find someone. I guess we'd have to call an escort or something, and try to get a menu of some sort and a price range.
Yeah.
I have to piss, and I know that we're not going to do that on the air anymore. But I'm going to play a song for the live stream. If you have to go to the bathroom, go ahead too, AJ, and we can edit this part out. Okay? You're not going to the bathroom?
I am.
Okay.
I'm waiting to hear the song sound.
Here we go. This song is Down in Ashes, Show You How. And I'm going to piss. I'm going to piss like a motherfucker. Enjoy the music. We'll be right back. You can't hear it, AJ, because your computer is a Mac and it's stupid. So the music's still playing, AJ, but we're back live on the Functioning Drunks podcast. It's a Saturday night. It's 10 o'clock p.m. What happened?
Are we going to talk over the music?
Yeah, why not? Let's play some music, jam out, talk a little bit. These headphones are a piece of shit. I actually, in my purchases, bought a brand new pair, but it goes with the mixer.
You're breaking up really bad.
Am I really? Am I still
Yeah,
here?
you should shut the music off.
Oh. Show you how. All right, how am I now? How am I now?
That's better.
I don't even remember turning my mic on. So, yeah, I bought some new headphones too, because these things are shit.
Why aren't you using them?
They have to be hooked right into the mixer. They got that big fat input. So where were we? Did we finish up on the Bitcoin?
No, we still have a long ways to go with it. Maybe we should finally. We should have been like, stay tuned for the next half of the show where we actually get to the Bitcoin question.
You've been waiting for the Bitcoin conversation. It's about to... maybe not. But tune in anyways.
More about masturbation. No, I think we should get to it. Okay, so from what I understand, it is a bit of a process in order to even get a bit of a Bitcoin.
Okay.
Okay, now there's a lot of steps to it. So here's what I know from my and I would like to, in the nicest way possible, say, damn, Jen, like, this is a really complicated thing, and I don't really understand. Why such a tough question?
Which hold on a second before you go into it. Which also shows the difference between me and AJ. If you listen to the first episode when we talked about our differences, he goes the very analytical route. He finds everything about it. I can tell you by experience that it wasn't that difficult for me. I purchased Bitcoin through my bank account. I purchased IPTV through it several times. I didn't really understand it, and I was okay with not understanding it.
Right.
And that was me. Kristen hates that about me. I don't follow directions. I don't read directions. I just do, and it's pleasurable as long as it's pleasurable to me. That is, in definition, why I'm still a child. I do things that pleasure me, that make me feel good. That's why I eat poorly. That's why I drink poorly. I like pleasure. Go on with your explanation of what Bitcoin is.
This is quite interesting, and I am going to probably research it further, only because, to make a long story even longer, I have had my 401k since I've been 20 years old, and I'm
holy
now
shit
40. Okay, now it did really well for a while.
Have you ever taken from it? Have you ever borrowed from it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would recommend to never do that.
No, the taxes on that are fucking...
No, there's no taxes.
When you borrow from it?
You can take a loan and you just pay yourself back at 6% interest, I think.
Oh, that's what I meant. The interest. I meant the interest, not the taxes. Sorry.
Which is that doesn't matter because you're paying it to yourself. You know what I mean?
You're rich.
Well, the best thing about it is if you take out a loan, it happens before taxes. You don't even really realize the money is missing.
Sure.
So, but it is kind of like, a check and go situation.
Right.
Because you'll be like, oh, okay, I'm going to take out this much for a year. And then you're like, well, that was easy. I'll take out even more for a year.
For things I don't even need.
Well, now I might as well because the interest rate is going back to me. I will take out a whole bunch. Look at how much money I have now for 5 years now or whatever. And it goes on and on and on. And since my first one, I have always had at least one, except for when they allowed me to have two. Then I had two. And I'm down to one. And when I pay it off, or I've told myself, unless at no other cost, I'm not. Oh, and I used to actually, I quit putting into it, which I don't know why I'm even saying this, but
No.
I used to quit putting into it while I was paying it back, but the interest that you're paying is not nearly as much. Plus, my employer wouldn't match whatever I'm paying in interest, right? So you're still better off putting into it. Now, I do have, I'm a pretty good saver. Like I said, I've been putting into this thing since I've been 20 years old. But when, I forget what happened, but when the economy sank, I lost $40,000.
Jesus.
Okay.
Was that the Clinton era?
Somewhere in there. I forget. I was trying to think of the president, but I think it was after Clinton.
After Clinton?
Yeah, it was way after Clinton.
Oh, okay.
It was like the Bush era or something.
Which
plummeted.
Bush? Pre-Clinton or post-Clinton?
I don't know. I was driving truck when, let's see. Must have been putting it into it since 1990. I think I put into a little bit before that too, but I don't know. It just kind of stood, whatever it is. I lost a lot of fucking money at one point.
Okay, so hold on. Before you go on there, so you say you lost $40,000. Now, did you actually lose $40,000, or did you just lose your investment and what came with the investment? Or was it actual?
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know. It wasn't, so it's not like I put
40,000 and lost
40,000 into it, but it was, I would put in money and I would max it out.
You lost monopoly money off of your investments.
But I have never really gotten it back.
Okay. You've never recouped it?
I kind of have, and it just went up, but it's heading back down again, which they say it's going to recover again. But
yeah, the last month has been horrible.
Yeah, let me just say it sucks to put all of this is the only thing that I really have for retirement or have had, and I was like super proud of it, and I am doing pretty well.
Probably better than most, I would assume.
Yeah, but it's still like it goes up and down $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, which is like fucking crazy, man.
Let me ask you a question. So you and Melissa's dream is to sell the house, or maybe not even sell the house, keep the house.
Not sell the house.
Not sell the house. Okay, just take the boat and live on the boat. How much money do you need to live comfortably on the boat? Because it doesn't seem like you would need that much money to live on the boat.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't really. I mean, no, you really don't need that much as long as you're not eating out a lot.
Right.
You can kind of like play with that side of it.
Sure.
The only thing is like if you lose something major.
Right.
If I need to buy a sail, that's $4,000, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So our plan is to actually rent our house out, and then
how much? And I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't think you can afford it,
motherfucker.
What?
Patreon Jen, will you rent the house for me? I'll podcast 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
Tom will live with me.
House with acreage, and there's going to be a barn involved. So I figured I'll take all my shit, put it in a barn, and then let the house be rented. And then, when I get done and I'm an old piece of shit and I want to
get out of my house,
I'll take it over again or something. I don't know, just to have like some sort of income, someplace to call home, someplace to have all my stuff at. It just makes sense to me.
Just in case.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to sail nonstop. I'd like to do a circumnavigation, and then maybe take a bit of. We'll see how it happens. I don't know.
We've got
the motorhome too, so maybe we can just live in that and maybe go north to south, and I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
What about the podcast?
Yeah, I can do that from anywhere.
You can. And you better.
So I have this other thing called Acorns. Now my Acorns.
Okay.
So Acorns works off of every time I make a purchase with my debit card, which I'm a big debit card user. I swipe it, all the change goes towards my Acorns. Okay. So
now,
I collect change.
Hold on, before you go on, Acorns is it affiliated with a bank or is it its own institution?
I think it's its own institution, but it also takes my little bits of money and invests it into the stock market to make it grow.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a 401k. Although
so it's actually borrowing from you.
It goes up and down. Yeah. So whereas like a 401k is like larger sums of money, my Acorns is kind of the same thing. It's totally the same thing. Except for instead of me putting in money every paycheck, it just, when it gets up to $5, so like say I buy something for $1.98, it puts 2 cents towards it.
Okay.
And once it gets up to $5, then it goes boom, and it just puts it all in there.
Right.
And then that's being invested, but that's actually growing at more of a steady rate than what my 401k is. Now my 401k, I haven't ever changed it since I first set it up, but I put some in high risk, I put some in low risk, and I put the majority of it into like a risk-free zone.
Like
right?
a mutual fund type deal?
Yeah. So it's pretty well diversified. So, like I said, it worked really well. I don't know why it has or hasn't. Either way, doesn't matter. I have like my change. I have a jar, but I think my kids and my wife steal that all the time, so that's not a very good investment either.
Every time there's a pizza come in the house, change was stolen.
Yeah. So this Bitcoin thing seems like right now is a good way to go too. The other way that you can invest would be like through my uncle does this. He got screwed in the Enron deal.
Okay.
And so now he buys gold and silver proofs every year at like beginning of the year. He'll buy 2 big sets of them. He spends a lot of money on them. Halfway through the year, he'll sell half of them, and that'll recoup the cost to buy more for next time. But I mean, he's got his gold in his hand, and that's always going to go up.
So it
will go up and down, but it will.
So he actually holds it. It's not in a safe somewhere.
He does. He got screwed. So he had tons and tons of money in that, and he lost his ass.
Yeah, Enron was a bad deal.
He would
for a lot of
rather
people.
hold on to it. Now, this whole Bitcoin thing could totally be like that too,
Absolutely.
except for it is way, way, way too advanced to probably get to that point. The only thing that could really
now,
fuck it up,
why do you say it's too advanced?
it's more secure than anything.
Because
it's more secure.
There's too much security and too much.
It is. It sounds like it's super secure.
And when you say secure, you mean fingerprints. There's too many fingerprints. It can be tracked too easily. Is that what you mean?
I mean, like, yeah. And every time it changes, so if I gave you Bitcoin, there's really no way to track it. There's a way to see that I gave it to you.
Right.
But then there's no way for somebody else to steal it from you.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Guess,
I see what you're
right?
saying. Yep.
Whereas, like, say, like, okay, having gold in your house is pretty fucking secure too, except for the fact that somebody can walk in your house and take it.
Kill you and take
okay?
it. But yeah, take
right.
your gold.
This is supposed to be more secure than actually,
because it's in reality it's cloud money. It doesn't exist anywhere other than in your wallet.
Yeah. So that's kind of where it comes in, right?
Yeah.
So just like money, just like anything, we could even compare it to alcohol. Do you see a value in it, and how much would you pay for it? So you have to believe that there's a value in a thing that is not tangible. You can't touch it, but you have to believe that there's a value in an object.
Right.
Okay.
Can you touch love? Is there value in love?
Exactly, there is. So
okay, so
now, so we need to define money, right?
Right.
So money is an object in which we find value, but I can tell you that the value
do we
of
find
money,
value, or are we told that there's value in money and we just accept it as sheep?
I don't know.
Okay, go on.
Let's say I mean, I believe there's value in it. Okay, so if I do work, okay, and I put time into an establishment to do something I don't really give a shit about, honestly.
Right. Yeah.
And I get,
honestly.
in return, I get money, right? So that in turn is my time is turned into currency, right? And that's all it
Absolutely.
is.
Yep.
It's a way to store my time on a watch, if you will, right?
It's also
Then-
a way. It's also a way to keep you continuing to do that work.
Exactly, over and over again, and keep me there, because then
It becomes
all the bills come out of my time,
and
so,
it becomes a drug because
exactly.
Okay, go on.
So like we were talking about before the podcast, I don't mind buying a movie off of iTunes, because I can say, okay, it's $14.99, and me and 3 other people are gonna watch it for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's way better than taking to the theater, right?
Yes.
And then I can have it forever, or I can rent it for $5. Now that's a pretty cheap night. I
It's a
can
bargain.
make my own dinner. I can drink my 50-cent PBRs, and I can pause it when I want to take a piss.
Right.
So a lot of people want to steal shit. I'm okay with paying for programs, because I don't know how to write them. I don't have the time to learn. Right?
And you
So
enjoy
I'm
them.
trading my time instead.
You enjoy them.
$35. Yeah, and if I can benefit from them and what, I'm good with all this.
Right.
So I find these things on the internet or wherever, even though I can't it's not like I can't cuddle it. I can't see it. It's just a program on my computer that does some magic shit that I don't know how to do. And
But
I'm
it
good
makes
with
you happy. It brings you joy.
Exactly.
in
So
some
I
way.
trade my time. I go, the last program I bought was $35, and I'm like, $35. Well, that's kind of expensive, isn't it? And then I think, $35. How long did it take me to? How much of my time did it take to make $35? Let's say it was 3 hours.
He's lying. It took him an hour and a half.
Let's
Fucker
say
makes
it's 3
bank.
hours. It's 3 hours, and then okay, I will give this person 3 hours of my time. Okay, So, all right. Now we've also seen complicate matters even more.
Hold on a second before we. So because I'm drunk and I need to say it before I lose it, which is the greatest. Thank you. This person has given you a product that they've worked hard for, and you've given them money that you've worked hard for. That's a beautiful thing. Commerce is a beautiful thing.
Right. Okay. Here's the next step. As things happen, like over time, we've seen, okay, let's say like when minimum wage, we're like, raise minimum wage, wage for minimum. Fuck, raise it, reduce it, do whatever you want to do. The price of milk fluctuates with minimum wage.
Right.
It doesn't matter. I think we all know this by now.
We're all still going to buy milk. We're still all going to buy McDonald's cheeseburgers. We're still all going to buy gas.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to change.
Right.
The status quo will
only thing
remain.
that-
The rich will still be rich. The poor will still be poor. It doesn't matter.
Just the dollar is worth less.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we try to find other ways of living.
And worse than that, people that already have a job established don't get an increase nearly as fast. So, like,
unless they were making minimum wage, which I think it would be interesting. And I don't have the facts.
But like the middle class,
Mhm.
I don't get big increases like that. Usually.
Do you get a
takes a while?
What a cost of living raise? Do you get a cost of living raise where you work? No. Okay.
Okay. So here's a scenario. Zimbabwe. One thing about Bitcoin is it's decentralized, as in
the ecosystem
there's not one person making it. So let's say you had somebody that worked at the who makes their money, the U.S. Mint or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I might be wrong
No,
there, but whoever
that sounds right.
And so you know some people that know some people. Well, it'd be pretty easy when you're printing fucking money to like get some money or make some more money. Why not? It's just money. Make some more.
It's all fucking fake like God anyways.
So Zimbabwe actually made like a shitload of money, and now Zimbabwe money, whatever they call that, we'll call it a Zimcoin.
Zimbuk?
Yeah. It's worth nothing.
Exactly.
Zero. You can have 3,000 Zimbabwe dollars and you still have zero.
Yep.
They do accept.
It's called oversaturation
francs.
of the market.
They do accept U.S. dollars. They accept every other form of currency. They do not accept their own.
But you're a Zimbabwe store. Not going to take the Zimbabwe money. I can't even say it right now.
So the cool thing about Bitcoin is there is a limit to how many are out there. And that is 21 million coins. I don't know if they've all been mined yet or whatever.
So can you explain?
There's only 21 million.
Can you explain the mining part of it?
Mm-mm.
No, I can't either. That's the one thing.
I do have a little bit on that. I'll try to touch on. I know it takes a hell of a lot of computer work to get that.
Okay.
And you can take. Tom just says no more.
Did he just quit? Did he just quit the show?
Like I'm out, or if he's like I never want to be on the show again, or just no more.
Patreon Jen.
Question.
Tom just quit the show, so thanks a lot.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I think we did that. We screwed it up. For him. He'll come around. By morning he won't know what happened. Okay, what was the question? Oh, so you can actually, there's huge computers that are doing it, and you can actually buy some Bitcoin and then turn that into time at a computer to buy more Bitcoin. And the more computers that you can kind of like rent, the more you'll gain it from the market going up and from the Bitcoin that you're mining. Now, there's people that have been doing this for quite a while, and the one guy did say that he has $3,000 invested. He still does not have a Bitcoin yet.
$3,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a lot of money for that low of an investment. But it also seems like a lot of money for no investment.
Right. He has 0.5 of a Bitcoin.
Okay. This is
a
weird fucking thing, dude.
So, yeah. So Zimbabwe, the dollar is centralized. There's people that can make it. So there's a blockchain tech which can't be duplicated. So the whole thing where if I was to transfer the money to you, you can't retransfer it back because that code or whatever
it just gets killed as soon as it's sent.
Killed, and it's done. The idea of it is to eventually, they're thinking we'll shift to this. We've all talked about getting chips put in our bodies, or not talked about it, but thought about, it'll just be a matter of time before they put a chip in our head or eye or whatever they put it,
right.
Wrist, and they're thinking that this is going to be the next thing. And apparently, enough people have invested their own time and energy, even this old man with his fancy car, to believe that it is. And you can already use it today. You can get a debit card, and you can swipe it and spend your Bitcoin.
Yeah, there's a Bitcoin ATM
Bitcoin
machines.
Wallet. Yeah, there's ATM machines where you can take actual currency and put it in there. And there's people that are taking their gold that they've kept over the years and take it to a place, sell it off, and this turn into Bitcoin where they can just put it in there and they feel like it's more secure than actually having the gold under their mattress. Which I don't know, man. That's like, I mean, so I said, I'm trying to find something that I can rely on a bit more that will always, always, always kind of increase. My go-to would be gold. Yeah, it'll go up and down, but every time.
Okay, we're bouncing off each other's. Go ahead.
Just every time the minimum wage goes up, gold goes up. So no matter what, you're gonna be okay. Right?
So I don't know.
Because gold is the same way as a Bitcoin. Yeah, there's 21 million coins, but there's only so much gold, right? So eventually you're gonna top it out.
Yeah, I guess. My thing is, so I was watching this Bitcoin explosion over the last 3, 4, 5 months, whatever it was. Every week, every day, every week, you'd watch the Bitcoin explode in value, and then suddenly died. Nobody knows why it died. Maybe it just peaked in popularity amongst the people that were educated enough to know about Bitcoin. But my theory is this. The government killed it. Because
it's not run by the government.
Everything's run by the government, though. We're never going to have anything that the government doesn't have its fingers on.
How so? I don't think you can with this. That's what makes it great.
Okay, so how does the government not have even a...
I don't know. I can't answer how they don't have. I can only answer how they have.
Well, that's what I just asked.
Oh, you asked how they don't have their hand. I don't know. Maybe they do. I'm saying how they have it. What? Yeah. Oh, did I say that backwards? I said that backwards.
You almost made me spit out my beer, fucker.
Okay. The only reason why they can't is because there's like a limit to it. So if right now it's exploding, right? It's on the up and up and up. And up.
I think it's petered out a little bit now. It was like everyone was talking about Bitcoin. You ever Bitcoin? Everyone's talking about Bitcoin. People that don't even have fucking computers were talking about Bitcoins.
Right.
And that was the thing that I want to jump into. So these people, and I'm just being devil's advocate or something, I guess. They feel more comfortable handing in their gold for Bitcoins, but what if they lose their identity? What if they lose their wallets, their computers, their Wi-Fi? I mean, these are questions that I wonder.
The fucking power goes off, it's done, right? It's kind of like I talked about earlier about our pictures and what we had for, if the power goes out, we're kind of done. So yeah,
where's the Bitcoin go?
Yeah, I guess it would disappear. I don't see that happening, but I guess if a big ass solar flare knocked it all out, it'd be screwed. But it sounds like the thing about it is there is, like I said, only a small amount. So those 21 million of them will only become more and more precious the more people has them, as long as people invest in them and keep bringing up the cost. So the cost drives up because people are interested. If for some reason people didn't get interested, it sounds to me like, I mean, I'm no expert. I just learned a little bit this afternoon, but
but you're a goddamn expert all of a sudden. You sound very intelligent about it.
I know. I probably could debate it. It's kind of like MySpace, right?
Okay.
I thought MySpace was the greatest thing that ever fucking happened, and I put a lot of money, time, not money, but time and effort into it. And then everybody went to Facebook, and I'm like, "Fuck you guys, I'm gone. This is stupid."
Because Facebook isn't as pretty as MySpace. MySpace was more controllable. You could control it. You could put your likes. You could put icons. You could put videos and sounds. Facebook just looks like everybody else's Facebook, right? And you don't want to conform to what everybody else is.
I want my own background.
Yeah, you want that shiny star in the corner that twinkles.
I wonder. I'd like to see my MySpace. I wonder what it looks like.
I still have my account on MySpace. It's fucking funny.
I've got to have it. You know what? Let's do that. Can we honestly do something that we say for a change?
What's that?
Let's look up our MySpaces, and we'll give that out on the next podcast. What do you say?
I'll share it on. I'll share it in the notes.
Some really cool things coming up too.
Okay.
Okay. Now the other thing is, MySpace, Bitcoin is not the only cryptocurrency out there. There's a bunch of other ones, and you can buy them. Bitcoin is probably one of the more expensive ones, but there's Coinbase, and
you know what? I think maybe Coinbase Coinbase might be what I use for the IPTV. But I thought that was I thought that was Bitcoin.
Oh, sorry, got my thing wrong. Change real into Bitcoin with Coinbase. Yeah. Use Coinbase to change it into that.
So Coinbase
there,
was like
I do
a
have in
middleman?
here. Yeah, yeah. Even though, okay, this is where it gets weird, right? Even though there's supposed to be no decentralization, they actually have to use banks,
the centralized version
on top of banks,
right?
To get your damn Bitcoin.
Yep.
So that part's a little weird.
That's why I don't think it's any different than anything else.
Then you have to put it in this wallet, like you were saying, and but okay, I will say this: do your homework, and I'm probably gonna do some more homework on it because, like I said, I'm trying to invest in something that I can have in the future, and I wouldn't mind having some, like people that bought Apple stock back when it was like Forrest Gump,
Yeah.
I bought some sort of company was an Apple.
Now I'm eating shrimp gumbo, shrimp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went out shrimping, and all the other boats got beat up in the storm and all that.
Yeah, goddamn, it'd be great to find some.
If you're going to invest, now is the time. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, it's going to take you a long time to get a
and
coin.
Yes, it is
but
risky.
That coin, yeah, it's just like anything. It's
but
a gamble
anything is
either
risky
way.
if you're gonna do something.
Well, that's why I said my 401k is risky.
Yeah. Going out
my
outside
retirement.
in this trailer park is fucking risky.
It's risky that my company is even going to match me. Because last year they didn't.
Well, it's risky because you might be a shit fucking employee, and they're giving you money for retirement. You might not deserve that
for
shit.
them too. Exactly. So but I always believe in that. You get your hands in a bunch of things, and not all your. Right now, I have pretty much all my eggs in one basket. I have $200 in my acorns. That's not going to get me very far. I have drawn out a couple times. It is nice too that, like, unlike my 401k, if I just want to take it out, it takes like 5 days. But that's kind of cool too because I'm like, oh, I could use that $200. I'm like, fuck. By the time I get it, I'm not going to need it anymore. And I'm just like, I'll leave it in.
I'm just going to leave it there.
I kind of forget about it, except for, gosh, I have those weeks where I'm like down to the last couple bucks, and then that $5 comes out, and then it's like, fuckers. Now, like,
show me some mercy.
If I don't hurry up and do something, I get all those $20 fees. So, yeah, but yeah, that's what I know about Bitcoin. Not a whole hell of a lot. But it is very interesting.
We should also say this has not been a Bitcoin commercial. Neither one of us are benefiting from Bitcoin in any way. This was a discussion based on Patreon Jen's question, and yeah, I think we might.
Sorry, we did a shit job on.
I'm gonna enjoy listening to this later on tonight, just because. Yeah, I think it was pretty good. I think we should probably end the show now. Oh,
I think we have one other thing to talk about that's very, very important.
Oh, okay. I really have to piss though.
Yeah, me too. So let's make it quick.
Okay.
All right. For everybody that's made it through the end of the show, what we're going to start doing is daily podcast.
I want to call it Night Bites, but
right. Because I don't want it to be the same thing. We're not looking to get Patreon Jen's money every time we do one of those. That's going to be a totally different thing. And I don't even know. I mean, I think if anybody does want to support it, it should be very, very low. But it's basically going to be a quick thing. And I would like to open it up to, like, maybe it'll just be Dennis. Maybe it'll just be myself. Maybe it'll be both of us, but not even talking together. But I'm just saying that because I don't want to just go on vacation and not put in my night bite. But it's just going to be a quick.
We're going to create some extra content.
Yeah, like a quick. It's not going to be a blog. It's not going to be a vlog. It's going to be a plog, right? A quick plog of what we did throughout the day, or whatever. You look nervous.
I'll probably just touch upon what's gone on during the day, news-wise. My life is uninteresting. I mean, I could
But
tell
you
him,
have stuff that comes up. You're like, yeah, I lost
not
my
really.
water again.
I gotta piss so bad.
All right, should we?
Hey, listeners, we love you.
This is it.
This is
You're
it.
gonna end it like that?
Yep. Bye.